thanks everyone for coming today. My name is Bob Welch, and I perform music from the Civil War years. And a little history and stories in between the songs. A lot of historians have called the American Civil War the musical war. And the reason is so much music came out of those 4 years in our history. In fact, in the first year of the Civil War, in 1861, more than 2,000 new songs were written and published in the North and South. By the end of the Civil War in 1865, more than 10,000 songs have been written and published in the North and South. Now today, I'm only going to have time to do about half of those for you, so we better get underway. I'm going to start off with a tune that was written by a 14-year-old boy from the state of Ohio. His name was Daniel Emmett, and Dan wrote this at the tender age of 14, and he debuted it at a 4th of July celebration when he was 15. And Dan had an old dog that he called Tucker. So he named his song after himself and his dog, Old Dan Tucker. And if you went to a barn dance, maybe in Iowa, Illinois, or Wisconsin on a Saturday night, or you went to a fancy ball in a mansion in Atlanta, Georgia during those times, this is one of the songs you'd want to hear and dance to. Come to town the other night, heard the noise and I saw the fight. The watchman, he was running around crying, Old Dan Tucker's come to town. Get out of the way, Old Dan Tucker, you're too late to get your supper. Supper's over and dinner's cooking. Old Dan Tucker, just stand there looking. Old Dan Tucker's a fine old man, washed his face in a frying pan, combed his hair with a wagon wheel, died with a toothache in his heel. Get out of the way, 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 get out of the way. Old Dan Tucker, you're too late to get your supper. Supper's over and dinner's cooking. Old Dan Tucker, just stand there looking. Then to the left, then to the one he loved the best. Get out of the way, 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 get out of the way. Old Dan Tucker, you're too late to get your supper. Supper's over and dinner's cooking. Old Dan Tucker, just stand there looking. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Well, by the end of the Civil War, by 1865, about 30% of the Union Army was made up of immigrants to this country. And they had come to this country in search of a new life. They had come from Ireland and Scotland, from England, from Germany, Norway and Sweden, all over the world, really, in search of a new life and a better life and freedom. Of course, they said that all of these immigrants to this country, they were all builders. When the English arrived, for example, the first thing they would build often was a church. The Germans, when they arrived, first thing, they'd build a barn. When the Irish arrived, yes, well, they'd build a still. And a fine still at that. But Patrick Gilmore was an Irish immigrant. He came to this country just before the war began, and he was one of the first 75,000 to sign up in the U.S. Army when President Lincoln issued his call to put down the rebellion. And of course, he brought with him the Irish culture and the music. He took an old Irish folk song called Johnny, I Hardly Knew Ya, and he wrote some new words to it. And this is a little bit of the original, which dates all the way back to 1803. While going the road to sweet Attai Haru, Haru. While going the road to sweet Attai Haru, Haru. While going the road to sweet Athy, a stick in me hand, a tear in me eye, a doleful damsel I heard cry, Johnny, I hardly knew ya. Where are your legs that used to run, Haru, Haru? Where are your legs that used to run, Haru, Haru? Where are your legs that used to run before you went to carry a gun? Indeed, your dancing days are done, Johnny, I hardly knew ya. Now, Patrick took that beautiful old melody and he wrote some new words to it in 1862. When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies, they will all turn out, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. Get ready for the Jubilee, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give the hero 3 times 3, hurrah, hurrah. The village lads and lasses say with roses we will smooth the way, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home. Well, that's the story behind that one. Thank you.